I'm Lorelai, and I never imagined my own family would drag me to court to support my sister's affair baby. It started 2 years ago, when my husband Tyler came home late from work. Again. "Where were you?" I asked. "Working on the Henderson project," he said, not meeting my eyes. I wanted to believe him. I really did. 3 months later, my sister Vanessa showed up at our house crying. "I'm pregnant," she sobbed. "That's wonderful. Who's the father?" I asked. She looked at Tyler. He looked at the floor. My stomach dropped. "It just happened," Vanessa said. "We didn't mean for it to happen." "How long?" I managed to ask. 6 months, Tyler admitted. 6 months. Half a year of lies. "Get out," I told him. "Both of you." But it didn't end there. My parents took Vanessa's side immediately. "She's your sister," my mother Linda said on the phone. "She needs support. She slept with my husband." "That baby is innocent," my father Robert added. "Family takes care of family." "I'm family too." "You're being selfish," Linda said. "Vanessa can't raise this child alone." I hung up on them. The divorce took 8 months. Tyler fought me on everything. "You're taking the house?" he complained during mediation. "You cheated with my sister in our bed," I said. "Yes, I'm taking the house." My lawyer, Jessica Martinez, was excellent. "Document everything," she advised. "Every text, every email, every conversation." I did exactly that. Vanessa had the baby, a girl she named Emma. My parents were obsessed. "You should visit," Linda said. "Absolutely not. Emma is your niece. Emma is the product of betrayal. I want nothing to do with her." That's when things got worse. Vanessa couldn't afford childcare. So my parents came up with a plan. "We're filing a petition for kinship support," Robert announced during a family meeting I'd been guilted into attending. "What does that mean?" I asked. "It means you'll contribute financially to Emma's care," he explained. I laughed. "You're insane." "There's legal precedent," Linda said smugly. "Extended family supporting children in need." "I'm not doing this." "Then we'll see you in court," Vanessa said. She actually smirked at me. That's when I knew I had to fight back. I called Jessica the moment I got the court summons. "Can they actually do this?" I asked. "It's a long shot for them," she said, "but they're hoping you'll settle to avoid embarrassment." "I'm not giving them a dime." "Good, because I found something interesting in your divorce records." Jessica pulled out a folder. "Tyler's financial statements don't add up," she explained. "He claimed poverty during your divorce, but his bank records show regular large deposits." "From where?" "That's what we need to find out." I hired a private investigator named Connor Blake. "Your ex-husband has been hiding income," Connor reported 2 weeks later. "He's doing cash jobs on the side, probably to avoid paying you more in the settlement." "Can you prove it?" He handed me a thick file. Bank statements, client testimonies, photographs. He's been lying about his earnings for over a year. This was perfect ammunition, but I needed more. I needed to understand why my parents were really doing this. I met with my Aunt Patricia, my mother's sister. "They're broke," Patricia told me over coffee. "Your dad made some bad investments. They lost most of their retirement." "What does that have to do with me?" "Vanessa's been living with them rent-free. The baby's expenses are killing them financially. They need you to take the burden." "So this isn't about family at all?" "It never was, honey. It's about money." Patricia agreed to testify if needed. I also discovered something else. Through mutual friends, I learned Vanessa had been bragging about her plan. "Lorelai will have to help us," she'd told her friend Amanda at a party. "She's too proud to let our dirty laundry air in court. She'll settle." Amanda recorded the conversation and sent it to me. "She actually thinks you'll just cave?" Jessica asked when I played it for her. "She doesn't know me very well." The court date arrived. My parents had hired a lawyer named Stephen Cooper, who looked smug and overconfident. "We can still settle this," Cooper said before we entered. "My clients are willing to accept a modest monthly payment." "How modest?" Jessica asked. $1,500 a month. I actually laughed out loud. "We'll see you inside," Jessica said. As we walked into the courtroom, I felt something I hadn't felt in 2 years. Power. Judge Thompson called the court to order. "This is a petition for kinship support," she announced. "Mr. Cooper, you may present your case." Stephen Cooper stood up confidently. "Your Honor, my clients are elderly grandparents caring for their infant granddaughter," he began. "The child's aunt, Ms. Lorelei Bennett, has the financial means to assist, but has refused out of spite." "Spite?" I whispered to Jessica. "Let him talk," she whispered back. Cooper continued. "The biological father provides minimal support. The mother is unable to work full-time. The grandparents are on a fixed income. Ms. Bennett is the logical choice to help." "Ms. Bennett has no legal obligation to this child," Judge Thompson noted. "We're asking the court to recognize a moral obligation, Your Honor. This is family." Linda took the stand first. "Tell us about your financial situation," Cooper prompted. "We're struggling," Linda said, dabbing her eyes. "The baby needs so much. Diapers, formula, clothes. We're doing our best, but we need help." "And Ms. Bennett has refused?" "Completely. She won't even visit her own niece." The judge turned to me. "Is this true?" "Yes, Your Honor," I said clearly. "I have refused." Linda looked triumphant. Robert testified next, painting me as heartless and cruel. "Lorelei has always been cold," he said. "Even as a child. We thought she'd soften when Emma was born, but she's proven herself selfish." Jessica didn't even cross-examine them. She just smiled. Then Vanessa took the stand. "I made a mistake," she said, crying beautifully. "But Emma is innocent. She deserves her aunt's love and support." "Did you have an affair with your sister's husband?" Cooper asked. "Yes, and I regret it every day. But Tyler and I fell in love. These things happen." I gripped the table to keep from reacting. "No further questions," Cooper said. Judge Thompson looked at Jessica. "Does the defense wish to cross-examine?" "Oh, yes, Your Honor," Jessica said, standing. "Very much." She walked toward Vanessa slowly. "Miss Shaw, how long did your affair with Tyler Bennett last?" "About 6 months before Lorelei found out." "And when did you get pregnant?" "Around month 4. "So you continued the affair even after becoming pregnant?" Vanessa shifted uncomfortably. "Yes." "Did you tell your sister about the affair, or did she discover it?" "She discovered it." "When you showed up pregnant at her house?" "Yes." "That must have been quite a shock for her." "I suppose." Jessica pulled out a document. "Miss Shaw, do you recognize this recording?" She played Amanda's recording. Vanessa's voice filled the courtroom, bragging about how I'd have to settle. Vanessa went pale. "That's not... I didn't mean..." "You didn't mean for the truth to come out?" Jessica asked. Cooper objected, but the damage was done. Jessica addressed the judge directly. "Your Honor, I'd like to call Ms. Lorelei Bennett to the stand." I stood and was sworn in. "Ms. Bennett, why have you refused to support your niece?" Jessica asked. "Because she's not my responsibility," I said clearly. "My sister betrayed me in the worst possible way. She slept with my husband, got pregnant, and destroyed my marriage. My parents took her side and are now trying to force me to pay for the consequences of her actions." "Your Honor," Cooper interrupted, "this is about a child, not past grievances." Judge Thompson held up her hand. "I'll allow it. Continue, Ms. Bennett." "Tyler claimed poverty during our divorce," I explained. "He fought me on every asset. I later discovered he's been hiding income to avoid proper child support payments." Jessica handed documents to the judge. "Bank records, Your Honor. Mr. Bennett has been earning approximately $6,000 monthly, more than he reported." The judge's eyes widened as she reviewed them. "He can afford to support his daughter," I continued. "He just doesn't want to." "Ms. Shaw testified that he provides minimal support," the judge noted. "Because he's lying about his income, Your Honor. If Vanessa took him back to court for proper child support based on his real earnings, she wouldn't need my help. Judge Thompson looked at my parents. Mr. and Mrs. Shaw, were you aware of this? Linda and Robert exchanged glances. Robert spoke first. We suspected Tyler might have more money, but you thought it would be easier to pressure your other daughter, the judge asked sharply. Emma needs support now, Linda said desperately. From her father, Mrs. Shaw, not from her aunt. I continued. My Aunt Patricia can testify that my parents' real motivation is financial. They've lost their retirement savings and can't afford to support Vanessa and Emma themselves. This lawsuit isn't about family values. It's about forcing me to subsidize my sister's betrayal. Patricia was called to the stand next. Miss Patterson, what is your relationship to the parties? Cooper asked. I'm Linda Shaw's sister and Lorelai's aunt. What can you tell us about the family's financial situation? Patricia didn't hesitate. My sister and brother-in-law made terrible investments. They lost nearly $200,000. Vanessa has been living with them for free. The baby's expenses are breaking them. They thought Lorelai would be an easy target. That's a lie, Linda shouted from her seat. Mrs. Shaw, control yourself, Judge Thompson warned. Cooper tried to recover. Even if finances are tight, doesn't family have an obligation? To support someone else's affair baby? Patricia interrupted. Absolutely not. Lorelai owes them nothing. Jessica called Connor Blake next. Mr. Blake, what did your investigation reveal? She asked. Tyler Bennett has been systematically hiding income for 18 months, Connor testified. He works legitimate construction jobs, but also takes cash-only side work. His actual monthly income is approximately $9,500. He's been reporting $3,500. That's $6,000 monthly in hidden income, Jessica emphasized. Correct. Judge Thompson looked at Tyler's lawyer in the gallery. Mr. Bennett isn't a party to this case, but I'm ordering an immediate review of his child support obligation. Tyler stood up. Your Honor, I can explain. Sit down, Mr. Bennett, or I'll hold you in contempt. He sat. Jessica turned to me for final questions. Mrs. Bennett, if the court ordered you to pay support, how would that affect you? It would tell me that my family can destroy my life and face no consequences, I said. It would tell me that being the victim means nothing. My sister made her choices. Tyler made his. My parents made theirs when they took her side. I've been the only one who suffered, and now they want me to pay for their mistakes? No, absolutely not. Judge Thompson looked at the Shaw family lawyer. Mr. Cooper, I've heard enough. Your petition is denied. Your Honor, Cooper tried. Denied, she repeated firmly. Mrs. Bennett has no legal or moral obligation to support a child born from her ex-husband's affair with her sister. The proper party to provide support is the child's father, who has clearly been committing fraud. Linda started crying. Robert sat stone-faced. Furthermore, the judge continued, I'm referring Mr. Tyler Bennett's financial statements to the district attorney for investigation. Ms. Shaw, you should retain counsel immediately to pursue proper child support. Vanessa looked terrified. As for Mr. and Mrs. Shaw, Judge Thompson said, looking at my parents, this petition was frivolous and borders on harassment. You chose to support Vanessa after her affair. That was your choice. But you cannot force Miss Lorelai to do the same. We're her parents, Linda protested. Then perhaps you should have acted like it when she needed you, the judge said coldly. This court is adjourned. I walked out with Jessica and Patricia. That was beautiful, Patricia said, hugging me. Behind us, I heard Vanessa on the phone. Mom, what do we do now? She was saying frantically. I didn't look back. Outside the courthouse, Jessica shook my hand. They'll never bother you again, she said. I know. My phone buzzed. It was Linda. Please, Lorelai, we need to talk. We're sorry. I blocked the number. I'd spent 2 years being silent, being hurt, being the bigger person. Today, I finally spoke up, and the truth destroyed them better than any revenge I could have planned. Sometimes justice isn't about making people pay. It's about refusing to let them make you pay for their mistakes. Have you ever had to stand up to your own family in court? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.